Hi everyone, my name is Wenchao Zhang. Today I'm going to give a presentation about Russell and Bromley. Basically, it's for introduction part and also the situational analysis. Okay, let's start. For the introduction part, Russell and Bromley has remained one of the top luxury brands. The company was started in 1880, specializing in luxury shoes and handbags for men and women. Russell and Bromley has its headquarters in Fairway Lane in Bromley. It operates primarily in United Kingdom, running over 40 shops. International customers can also order the products at a fee. The luxury brand is associated with expert craftsmanship and fashion-led designs. In every season, their customer expected to indulge in a unique collection designed for glamorous and formal events. Their handbags collection offers products like tote bags. All products are made from rich Swiss and leather materials. On the other side, a man can select from a wide range of smart and casual clothes. The products use traditional designs that reflect unparalleled craftsmanship. Although the company is leading in the production of high-quality shoes and handbags, expanding its product line will help faster growth, since the company has created a reputation around leather craftsmanship. The new product should reflect the allure. The most suitable product to launch is a collection of unisex leather jackets. The product should be launched in the United States with a high demand for luxury products. As fellow notes, the luxury clothes industry in the market was worth approximately 26,849 million US dollar in 2020. Besides, the market is expected to continue growing steadily in the coming year. In the same year, the US luxury market was ranked the highest globally, ranked by revenue generation. Therefore, there is a high chance that the product will do well in the new market. The following analysis explores the situation in the target market, the positioning of the new product, and the implementation of the launching progress. Now let's talk about situational analysis and the pastel analysis. Also the SWOT analysis. So this section looks into the macro and macro environment factors that will affect the launching of leather jackets in the United States luxury clothes market. Firstly, a pastel analysis will highlight the external factors that will influence the company's performance in the new market. Firstly, political factor. According to M&B, the political environment in the US has a direct impact on the business practice implemented in the fashion industry. First, the government has been at the forefront in encouraging companies to buy materials from local suppliers. This has influenced customer behavior, with many people opting to purchase products from companies that create their products locally instead of those that ship products from overseas. The government's support for locally made products has also fueled the rise of activities group campaign against the use of real material furs and skins, of animal furs and skins. people for the ethical treatment of animals have been actively calling out fashion houses for animal cruelty. Also, political figures have influenced fashion trends in recent years. As Burnout notes, fashion houses and the general public have been paying attention to the clothing choices of political leaders, including the president and the first lady. The political environment creates both an opportunity and a threat for the new product. First, the company has a better chance to succeed in the market if they use leather substitutes instead of those sourced from animals. On the other hand, long leather coats are frequently owned by political figures, creating a market foundation for the company. Then let's talk about economic factors. The economic state in the US is stable. However, those in the middle and lower classes are still recovering from the 2008 economic recession. Besides, the recent COVID-19 pandemic has also increased the rate of unemployment. Most people in the two social classes lack the disposable income to purchase luxury fashion products. To attract more buyers, some fashion houses have included renting service where customers have access to luxury products for a limited time. The services are tailored to match the customer's fashion taste. Although the strategy is quite adequate, it will not suit for brand image of Russell and Bromley. As a luxury brand, the company has to maintain the exclusivity of its products in the new market. Then social factor, the influence of music characterizes the social environment in the US fashion market. Famous American musicians like Lady Gaga use luxury clothes in their videos. They also mention the fashion brands in their song, motivating their followers to buy from the brands. Secondly, society has predetermined customers on what one should wear for different social functions. For example, people are expected to wear dress or a suit, while office workers wear semi-casual clothes. K&W also notes that the fashion trends in the US change according to season. Russell and Bromley should be conscious about those social factors, especially when designing the market strategy. The next is technical factor. The United States is one of the most technology advanced country globally. Advancement in technology has influenced the business practice in the fashion industry. Burnout notes that online shopping has become a norm in the US market. Buyers can surf the internet to select products that fit their fashion taste. The internet also has sparked competitions in the fashion industry. Currently, everyone can open up an online shop and sell clothes, increasing the number of suppliers. Besides, television shows have contributed to the growth and the attitudes in the fashion industry. Using the proper marketing and the positioning strategy will help the company explore social media's potential while reducing relative threats. And then environmental factor. The last two factors in the analysis access the environmental and legal factor. According to K&W, the fashion industry has received a lot of criticism for its role in the environmental degradation. Manufacturers use a lot of harmful chemicals product are very bad. Besides, the company are source of increasing the emission of harmful gases when transportation raw materials and shipping products to their customers. Russell and Bromley should strive to be part of the solution when entering the new market. The company can achieve this by including environmental protection as part of its operate social responsibility. The last one of special analysis is the legal factor. Like another sector, the fashion industry is governed by law. They include law on tax restrictions and inflation rates. Besides, the U.S. has strict worker rights that the company must follow. In recent days, buyers have boycotted fashion products made by workers who fashion company pay cheaply. To stay on the right side of the law, the company should keep up and all relative laws in the US. Now we talk about SWOT analysis. Firstly, a SWOT analysis of the company will also help highlight some of internal and external factors as fellow notes. As Feller knows, the long British tradition is the foundation of the company's brand identity. It's also one of the strengths the company prides itself on. Other strengths, including the high quality of their products and the availability of various styles. Customer can opt to purchase either classical or modern products. R&H also notes that the company's pricing strategy reflects both luxury and affordability, attracting more buyers. The listed strengths will help the company to navigate the new markets successfully. The next part is weaknesses. Barrio notes that the company is not well known in the United States since it's mainly focused on the UK market. This may create a challenge since many target customers are not aware of the brand and its products. They also charge high fees for delivery, which may also put off potential buyers. R&H argues that the conservative style that the company assumes when designing its new product does not resonate with the more significant portion of the market. The style mostly appeals to the older generation, leaving out the younger buyers. Now we'll talk about opportunities. Besides, the company should pay attention to the opportunities and the threats in the new market. The US market gives the company a chance to increase its customer base, boosting profitability and the revenue generation. Also, introducing the new product will help increase the company's market share. The last part is threats. The greatest threat is the high competition from established luxury brand that are already selling the product in the US. Primary competitors in the US luxury fashion industry include Gucci, Chanel, Hermes, and Dior. And that's all for today. Let's welcome Xinhao's part.
Hello everyone. I'm going to talk about the segmentation, targeting, and positioning. Well, according to MNB, market segmentation helps an organization identify consumers who are most likely to purchase their product. Russell and Bromley should categorize the US market based on three aspects when launching its new product. The first one is consumer demographics. The company will focus on age, education level, sex, occupation, and income. Yeah, focusing on these issues will help the company narrow down the target market. Secondly, the company should segment the US market based on consumer behavior. Some habits of looking out for include online shopping habits, benefits sort, usage rate, and brand loyalty. Behavior data is crucial since it reflects how the consumers will probably interact with new products. There are the two types of segmentation, focus on the geographic and psychographic factors. Geographic segmentation is based on reasoning that customers from different locations interact with luxury products differently. The company can use features like climate and population density to identify customers likely to purchase their leather coats. Lastly, the company should divide the target market based on the psychographic characteristics. These characteristics focus more on the emotional and mental state of the customers. As Jelena notes, although these aspects are not easy to observe, they give valuable insight into some factors that influence purchase intent among buyers in the target market. Here, in the target part, the company will focus on the consumer segments that are more likely to purchase leather jackets. The product is more likely to appeal to the younger generation and middle-aged buyers who have an eye on the fashionable trends. The target profile is a middle-aged man or woman with a family who works with a normal job. They should also have a sense of style, using their clothing to reflect their prestige and social class. Since the product is a luxury item, they should have the financial freedom to afford it. Thus, the target consumer should have a well-paying job or be an established business person. They should be middle or high-class customers around 20 to 50 years. Geographically, the company will focus on the consumers in major cities and towns. These buyers are more concerned with luxury items when compared to those in rural areas. The leather coats will be launched at the onset of the winter season when buyers are looking to purchase warm clothes. The company will target buyers who are shown interest in other luxury brands based on their lifestyles. The company has to maintain its brand image in the new market. This can be achieved through the effective positioning of the product in the market. By doing so, the company will attract the identified target market, facilitating the achievement of the set goals. As Parker notes, the marketing is one of the most effective brand positioning tools. All the market content that the company will share will reflect aspects like quality and elegance and so on. Doing so will help the target market associate with products with these aspects. According to Liu, customer preferences and attitudes vary from one market segment to another. Based on this argument, the company will tailor its brand communication strategy to appeal to prospects in every segment. Also, the company will work with the selected musicians and celebrities after launching their new products. As Jelena notes, it is yet another way to convince buyers that the brand is high-end to assert exclusivity. The company will release a limited number of products. Yeah, and let's go to the objectives part. The first one is to sell out the first collection within 1 week of launching in the US market. A second approach is to open 10 physical stores within the first 6 months after entering the market. The third approach is to increase the consumer brand knowledge by 25% by the end of the first year in the US market. And the fourth approach is to gain more than 1 million followers on social media within the first year. When it comes to the strategy, the company will use a brand extension strategy when introducing the new product of the full length coat. According to P, a brand extension strategy helps business leverage their strengths and create products that their target consumers will accept. It also helps business to maintain their market position by presenting something new to their target audience. As fellow notes, the strategy will allow the company to showcase innovativeness, attracting a new group of consumers. By introducing the leather coats, the company will appeal to other customers that were not interested in their current products. Using this strategy, the company will use its established brand name in the new product category. The strategy is also known as brand stretching. The reasoning behind its stretching is that this company can leverage their existing brand quality equity to attract customers for the new products. As Mayhay notes, brand extension relies heavily on brand loyalty from its current customers. Brand loyalty makes the customers more receptive to their other products that company offers. Secondly, the company will show a logical association between their well-known products and the new ones. According to Barrio, there are different types of brand extension strategy that a company can explore. They include land extension, product extension, market, and geographic extension. In the case of Russell and Bromley, the company will focus on new extension. It entails introducing a new product. The product should also relate to the existing portfolio and brand identity. And market research by the B&H highlights 3 things the company should do to create a successful brand extension strategy. First is the company should understand its brand equity. Secondly, the company should maintain the core characteristics of its brand. The third one is, lastly, the company should do research. Mayhay supports its strategy by emphasizing that having the correct information will help the company avoid blindly launching a new product. Here, the company will focus on getting data to help understand its target consumers in the US. The research should also investigate prospective competitors and other market environmental factors. And here, about the first part, the company must acknowledge that they have loyal customers who value equity and style. On the downside, they should consider that awareness of their product is lower in the US compared to their home market. And about the second part, the core characteristics include the brand logo, name, and the imagery portrayed in the company portfolio. Thus, the new codes should reflect high-end craftsmanship and style while using high quality leather in their production process. That's all. Let's welcome Sun Haodong for his part.
Hi, I'm Swan. Today I'm talking about implementation process. Uh, the project's launch will be implemented in three process stage: launch and post-launch. In the pre-launch stage, the company will contact market research to get information, uh, facilitating uh, effective marketing. The second step in the pro-launch stage involve staying measurable objective on how the customer will interact with the product uh, during and after the launch. Here the company will be prepared come launching plan that primitives at the text after praying the launch plan. The company will consolidate communication plan as make as the plan will allow everyone with the product launch to stay informed. The fourth step is to produce essential documentation. Here the project team will that the new product is in line with the market requirement and the regulation in the US. The fifth step in the first stage involves staying training employees who will interact with the customers during and after the launch. The staff members include sales representatives, prepare the staff to assess throughout the implementation process. The last step in this stage is to build for the launch through drives to the company's web. The company will also hold and internet as a palette for the event. The above have covered the product, people, and that the company will use when marketing its new products. This look into implementation, place, parking, and people. Control architect from the state goals. The company will also enjoy other benefits of organization control. First, note that control helps managers control cost and levels will be controlled by comparing how much one person and the product and what they products. The organization quality is staffing also notes that that organization the company will be about to earn before it's too late. Based on the above discussion, there are stances that the company should focus on before launching the new product. First, the company should set up a project team to oversee the process. The team should be people with the required expertise in different fields. They should coincide, including and expert with a good understanding of how the luxury clothing in works in the market. At the recommendation, size social media consumers outright which will boost brand awareness and sexy for implementation. Okay.